Or, although we are advised to use a criteria to assess the evaluation, or assess the websites that we've used for this evaluation, I could not find a suitable document. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Raising the Bar for Instructional Outcomes to help me direct an evaluation that will be applicable to meet the outcome. When I think of the three websites that I've evaluated, they are all different in the way that they do not look at the same subject matter, although they are very, very similar, as they are all designed to help in education in some way. When thinking about the website, it is easily seen that a user who was using that website could be anyone from the age of I'd say about 10 to 60, 70, even older. The up to 10 website is primarily designed for children aged 6 to 10, although I have seen this used with children with special educational needs or learning difficulties of some sort. The Key Skills for You website is actually used in further education settings or sixth form settings to enable the lecturer to assess the learner's learning so far within the Key Skills qualification. I'm not going to actually directly quote from this article. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the actual areas such as the titles and maybe use this as a guide of the discussion of the evaluation. When we think about technology and the complexity, I can appreciate it certainly from doing this course how difficult it is to actually program using Flash, and sometimes what you deem as to be a suitable learning environment can not always be the case for every single learner, which means that it will not suit every type of learner, whatever environment that you decide to design. So it will be important that we do acknowledge the complexity of actually construction these environments, and realise that although we are quick to judge, they are very, very difficult and complex to actually come design or for design purposes. What we've got to ask ourselves is, what makes a website good enough? Is it the way it looks? Is it its ease of use? Or is it actually the learning content and what the learner actually would gauge from the website? As a lecturer myself, I would deem that the learning outcomes are met. So in effect, the learners are actually learning something from the website, and that's a lot more important than the way a website looks or how easy it is to use. Of course, if it's easier to use, the learning will be much, much easier. Now, in terms of the websites I've looked at today, I would say out of ease of use, the up to 10 was one of the most accessible websites, as well as the WebWise. The Key Skills for You website would take a lot of getting used to, and as we see, the actual layout was not suitable for the computer I'm using today, which could mean in effect that a learner cannot access it. So they are being, not discriminated is not the right term to use, but they would not be able to access it maybe at home if instructed to, or within a particular environment other than the classroom. So in conclusion, I would say that what makes a website good enough is the actual learning that takes place while the student is accessing it. apologise for the time. I think out of the three websites that I've looked at, the deeper learning impact would be seen in their webwise, because on a day-to-day basis the learner or the user will be able to see that their internet confidence, as I call it, would grow, which means that they will be able to utilise the system that they have at home. I think sometimes people take for granted how they gain their skills using the internet. If you don't know how to use it, like very much like my mum does not know how to use the internet, she's only just recently learned how to browse the internet. It could make a huge difference. So in terms of the websites I've looked at, I would say that the Webwise site would show a deeper learning impact because it would enable the user's confidence to grow. And I'm a great believer in IT and any skill. As long as you have confidence in your own abilities, it really does become easier to use. So I think in